In the shadows of the 21st century, one nation stands apart, a reclusive enigma, cloaked in secrecy and defiance. North Korea, a country that has defied the world, armed itself with the ultimate weapon, and dared to challenge giants. But how? Did this isolated regime, crippled by poverty and sanctions, rise to wield the power of the atom? When did it cross the line from obscurity to global threat? And most chillingly, can it really strike the heart of America? This is the story of North Korea's nuclear odyssey, a tale of ambition, survival, and the specter of annihilation. Our journey begins in the ashes of war. It's the 1950s, and the Korean peninsula is still smoldering from the brutal conflict that pitted North against South. Kim Il-sung, the eternal leader of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, looks to his communist allies for strength. Enter the Soviet Union, an empire of science and power. In 1956, the Soviets offer a gift: nuclear knowledge. A modest research reactor takes root in Yongbyon, a sleepy town that will one day become the beating heart of North Korea's dark ambitions. At first, it's billed as progress, energy for a nation rebuilding. But beneath the surface, something else is brewing. By the 1960s, North Korea isn't just learning, it's dreaming. Kim Il-sung sees the bomb not as a tool, but as a shield. The United States, with its bases in South Korea and Japan, looms large. The Cuban Missile Crisis has just shown the Ahuatsifi world what nuclear brinkmanship looks like. And Kim wants in. The Yongbyon reactor begins producing plutonium, a key ingredient for nuclear weapons. Slowly, quietly, the Hermit Kingdom is laying the groundwork for a power no one sees coming. Fast forward to the 1980s. Kim Il-sung hands the reins to his son, Kim Jong-il, a man obsessed with cinema and survival. The Soviet Union is weakening, but North Korea doubles down. Yongbyon expands. Scientists toil in secrecy, extracting plutonium from spent fuel. The world takes notice. In 1985, under pressure, North Korea signs the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, promising to abandon any weapons program. But promises in Pyongyang are as fleeting as shadows. By 1993, the mask slips. The International Atomic Energy Agency demands inspections. North Korea balks, threatens to withdraw from the treaty, and expels inspectors. The crisis escalates. Then, in 1994, a breakthrough, or so it seems. The agreed framework with the United States halts Yongbyon's operations in exchange for aid. But behind closed doors, North Korea has a new trick up its sleeve: uranium enrichment. A clandestine program begins, fueled by whispers of foreign help. Who helped North Korea leap forward? Enter Abdul Qadir Khan, Pakistan's rogue nuclear mastermind. In the late 1990s, Khan's illicit network spans the globe, peddling centrifuge technology, the key to enriching uranium into weapons-grade material. Evidence mounts that North Korea struck a deal: missile tech for nuclear secrets. Meanwhile, China, Pyongyang's shadowy ally, turns a blind eye, perhaps even lends a hand. The Hermit Kingdom is no longer alone in its quest. By 2002, the agreed framework collapses. The U.S. accuses North Korea of cheating. Pyongyang admits it defiantly. The world watches as Kim Jong-il pulls out of the Non-Proliferation Treaty in 2003. The die is cast. On October 9, 2006, the Earth trembles. North Korea detonates its first nuclear bomb. The yield is small, less than a kiloton, but the message is deafening. The Hermit Kingdom has joined the nuclear club. Enter Kim Jong-un, the third Kim, taking power in 2011. Young, ruthless, and determined to outshine his predecessors. Under his watch, the program accelerates. In 2013, a third test. In 2016, a fourth, and claims of a hydrogen bomb. Then, in 2017, the ground shakes harder, up to 250 kilotons, a blast dwarfing Hiroshima. Experts whisper, this is no bluff. North Korea's arsenal is growing, 20, 30, perhaps 60 warheads by now. But bombs alone aren't enough. Kim needs reach. Enter the Hwasong missiles, towering machines of war. In November 2017, the Hwasong 15 soars 4,000 kilometers into the sky. Analysts crunch the numbers. It could hit New York, Washington, anywhere. In America, the question lingers, can it really deliver death across the Pacific? Is North Korea a genuine menace or a paper tiger? Let's break it down. On one hand, their tests prove they can build bombs and launch missiles. The 2017 detonation showed sophistication. The Hwasong 15's range is undeniable. A single strike could kill millions. But here's the catch: reliability. Can their warheads survive re-entry into Earth's atmosphere? Can they hit a target with precision? Experts say, maybe, maybe not. The tech is unproven in combat. And then there's the cost. Sanctions choke North Korea's economy. Millions starve while billions pour into bombs. Could they sustain a war? If they strike, retaliation from the US and allies would be swift, devastating. Pyongyang knows this. Their nukes are less a weapon of war, more a shield of deterrence, a desperate gamble to keep the regime alive. So, can they hit the US? In theory, yes. The Hwasong 15's range covers the mainland. Simulations show Los Angeles, Chicago, even Washington in the crosshairs. But theory isn't reality. A successful strike needs more than distance. It needs accuracy, a functioning warhead, and the guts to pull the trigger. North Korea brags, but doubts linger. For now, it's a chilling possibility, not a certainty. North Korea's nuclear journey, from Soviet aid to rogue deals, from shaky tests to fiery launches, has defied the odds. It's a story of a small nation punching above its weight, driven by fear, pride, and survival. Is it a real threat? Yes, to an extent. Can it strike America? Perhaps. Not perfectly. Not yet. But one truth remains. The Hermit Kingdom holds a wild card, and the world watches, waiting for the next move. What do you think? Is North Korea a ticking time bomb or a bluffing tyrant? Share your thoughts below. And if this journey gripped you, hit that subscribe button. The shadow of Pyongyang grows longer, and we'll be here to decode it.